Hi, my name is Chibueze, and on this journey, I'm going to be taking you especially on how to use the Avolite console. First of all, let's do a brief introduction of the Avolite, light console. So every Avolite lighting console runs on the Titan operating system. So I'm basically going to be teaching you how to navigate through the Titan operating system, so that you'll be able to use it to control your lights and know how to walk around it. So it's the same OS for, like I said, all the Avolite consoles for this, but right now we're going to be demonstrating with the Quartz console. There's a Tiger Touch too, but the same principle applies for every Avolite console. So basically, like I said, this is your console, and we're going to be using it to teach. First of all, I want to do a brief introduction on the physical aspects of the console. We have the menu area. These are called the soft keys. These ones that are here, the A, B, C, D, E, F to G, they are your soft keys. That's actually where you have the menu area of the console. These buttons also, they do the same thing, or rather from the screen here, where you have the edit times. Let me just zoom in a little bit. You have the edit times, the playback options, the set legend, shapes and effects, time code. So these are the menu areas. So these buttons do the same thing that those icons on the screen also do. So if I press this, it's the same as pressing this. I do that again. This is the same as this. Okay, so don't be confused. So they're the same. So right now, let's come to this area. We'll have the workspace, macros, and the executor. So this place, if you want to save any kind of program, these ones I don't have the blue light on, so these are the places you can save some static programs that you may not require the fader to control. So some programs that you may not require to use the faders to control, you can save them here from this 1 to 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 19, and 20. Let me go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 19, and 20. These are the places you can save some programs that you may not need the faders to control. I'm going to skip this area for now and come to, or okay, let me come to this area, because this place you have some very important buttons to work with. So here we'll have what we call the patch. This button is a very important button. That is the patch, and this particular button right now helps you. First of all, let me tell you what is a patch. A patch is a situation where patching rather is a situation where you register the light to the console, because every light or every fixture, let me not just use light, because you can use the Avolite console to control varieties of fixtures ranging from your lights, your effects. Effects are like your haze machines, your confettis, your CO2 jets, whatever that you use for shows, you can use this console to control it. So let me use the word fixture. Fixture is a word that covers all of these things that I mentioned. Okay, so the patch is what we use, is the button that we use, or is a situation of registering those particular fixtures that you want to control, that you want this Avolite console to control. It is through the patch that we are able to register it on this console so that you can see them and then operate on the light. So the console serves as an intermediary between yourself and your light. So this is, by the time you patch your light, you're able to now see the lights on the screen. We're going to demonstrate how to do patching, but I just want to tell you what this button, what it does, this particular patch button, what it really does. So then another button which is also very important that I'd like to introduce to you is the record button. The record button is of course, as the name implies, you use it to record whatever shape. When I mean shape, I mean the attribute, the behavior of the light after you finish doing probably pan and tilt. Pan and tilt is a situation where you make the moving heads move either sideways or up and down. That is pan and tilt. So that is pan and tilt. So after you've done whatever you want to do with the light, let's say you want the light to be red, you've imputed the red attribute, you want it to be yellow or whatever color, you want it to be moving up and down. After you're done with all of that and then you like what you see, so you have to record it so that whenever you just need to run the show, you just probably push the fader, or you record it here if you don't want to work with the fader. By the time you move on, you begin to find out the reason why while you would want to choose to use the fader or the statics. Different kinds of fixtures and different kinds of shoes will suggest the type of saving area that you may want to use, either to use the fader or just the buttons. Okay, so the record button helps you to achieve that, to put whatever you want to record, the movement of the light or the attribute of the light, however you want the light to be behaving. After you're done patching, you create the attribute that you want. So the record button helps you put it in on any of this. All right.